What's up, everybody? TG here, South Carolina Accountability. Alright, so yesterday, me and News Now South Carolina journeyed all the way to Richmond County, Georgia, which is Augusta for those of you that don't know. And we encountered one deputy who gave us problems. And I might say, we had to dispatch the Ghostbuster. And in this case, the Ghostbuster was none other than Dave, News Now South Carolina. I want you guys to pay close attention as he captured the ghost several times on camera. Let's go.
The magistrate on here operates under personal request. I'm not law. I'm
No, this is an area that's for
Is there a statute to back that up?
Is
Your
it?
cat got your tongue. Is there a penal code that backs that up? No. Is
Yeah.
there a signed document by the judge or your sheriff that legalizes that statement that you made?
There's-
No, there isn't. There's a sign that says employee parking, correct?
Right.
Does it say that? Does it say authorized personnel? You look like you're seen a ghost. That answers my question. Get in your car, save yourself the embarrassment, and get out of here. That's it.
No, that's
Yeah,
not how
it
it works,
is.
sir.
Well, it's gonna work that way.
I don't know what best facilitates your happiness. I know what you're doing, and I know.
So you
how
know what I'm
operate.
doing,
I
and
do.
you still got out your car to ask for my license. Do you see how you just made yourself look dumb? You know what I'm doing, Travis? Answer that question. He knows what I'm doing, but he got out his car to ask me for my license. But he
No,
knows
I know what
I'm
you're doing with the video and how.
I'm gonna do what was supposed to be done, and that's be quiet.
Yeah, I'm
But my question is, since I haven't been told to do anything,
Okay.
am I still free to go? Since you told me to leave, I'm gonna go to the sidewalk.
Yeah, you can leave.
This is what I'm gonna do.
Huh?
Am I free to go?
I haven't heard him say you're detained.
I'm David. Nice to meet you, brother.
I'm not. Do
You're not.
you have any more questions of me? You've expressed your interest to leave.
This is how
right?
I know. I'm not interested in leaving. You trying to make me leave. I'm not interested in leaving. I just want to finish getting these pictures of this vehicle to see different things on it, and then I'm leaving. That doesn't require your help, but you chose to get out your car and bark.
Okay, go about your business.
So why you get out your car then?
Go about your business.
Now you're getting upset. See?
No, I'm not.
Now it's your
Go
ego and
about
that
your
thin
business.
blue line. Now you're getting upset. Nah, I'm staying right here.
Okay.
Okay. I'm fine.
Okay.
You're on the clock. Wasting our tax dollars. I'm staying all day. You got a problem. And I'm sure the mayor or your sheriff
I don't work. I don't work for the mayor.
or you don't.
I do not.
You don't.
I do not.
But the sheriff wouldn't mind you just seeing a waste of tax dollars. Unless you're gonna say you don't give a shit about what the sheriff thinks. That's all you. I don't work for the sheriff. You do. I see it all day. So eventually, you're gonna lose.
I asked you what you were doing. You were placing our vehicles under
And
surveillance.
you told me that I had to leave.
I'm
Did you or
asking-
did you not tell me that? You told me I had to leave.
I'm asking
You
you
told me
to
I had to leave.
Okay.
And now you're gonna backtrack because now you say you know what I'm doing. So now you know the platform.
I do know it.
And you could and you had the opportunity to do the
I
right
do know
thing.
what you're doing.
So why did you choose to do the wrong thing if you know what I'm doing?
I refute your assertion.
Can I ask a question?
No.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
I can't ask a question.
You were disinterested. Okay, ask your question. How can I?
So if I happen to see one of your vehicles at Walmart and I walk up to it and I'm looking at it because I've never seen one with such dark tint on it before,
Yes, sir.
and the officer walks out, would he say I'm surveying his car because it's not in this parking lot, or would he simply say, oh well, you're looking at the tent, which is what we were absolutely doing, but you just chose to say that we were surveilling the vehicle,
We were
which
surveilling
means that we have some
But
ill
we
intent.
ran into
No,
three other
you're-
officers here that
hang on. He's asking a question. I want to devote my
Please go
taxpayer interest to him.
Oh, yeah. I'm
You are
interested.
surveilling the vehicles. There's no question about it. To answer your question, if you saw it in public and you wanted to look at it, that would be fine.
Are we in public now? Are we in public
You're
now?
on air.
If you can you can hear. Are we in public now? You like you done seen a couple of ghosts this conversation, brother. Tongue stuck.
First of all, I'm not your brother.
You
I
are my
have a
brother.
familiar
You
relationship
are my
with
brother.
you.
You
And
are
second
my
of
brother.
all-
You're my family. I
Second
love
of
you.
all-
You're my brother.
I
and I love you.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Second of all,
How you doing,
you're
partner?
You're asking.
Hey, you're blocking this man way. Can you get out of the way? You're blocking this man way right here. You're impeding traffic, actually. Yeah, that's
Are you
fine.
familiar with the Georgia traffic code?
No, obviously you're not, because you're parked right here.
Okay, what are the 5 traffic charges that you can make on private property? Is it pleading?
Oh,
the
is
free
it
flow
private?
of-
Is this private?
Yes,
Please
it
put your foot. This is private.
City property.
It's city property.
It's county property.
It's county
yes.
property. So you're telling me county property is
Last I
is
checked, that
private.
classifies it as public.
Hey, brother, how you doing? Is city and county property private? It's tax funded, right?
Pardon me?
Is city and county property tax funded, which deems it public until you have a sign saying that personnel access on it. You've made yourself like a complete ass. Go over there, please. You can't complain about my language. I have a right to my First Amendment. Please get out my face.
First of all,
Get out my face.
I'm not leaving. Get out my face. No.
How are you, Captain? Nice to meet you. TG.
No walking with you. Just stand right there, okay?
I'll explain to you what's going on. We're just out here. We go from county to county, different states and stuff, and we look at the tent regulations on the police vehicles, and we notice that in this parking lot there are probably about 5 or 6 different tent levels, and that's what we were looking at when he came up and said we were surveilling the vehicles. We don't have any ill intent or anything. We're just simply looking at how each car almost has a different level of tent on it. That's all. And we tried to explain this to him, but he wanted to get his ID and stuff, so they're in a debacle now.
To put your hands up, okay? I just want you to know that. So you're gonna stay where you are, or there's gonna be a lot of cars moving around here, okay? Please don't touch me. Just stay right there. Okay. How you doing, brother? I'm David. Nice to meet you. Are you Officer Hill? Yes, sir. This gentleman here is confused about county and city property. He said it's property. Right?
First of all,
you said it. I'm done talking to you. Shut up, please. This officer here told me that city and county property is property. We all out here know.
I appreciate your.
Yeah.
You're done. You can get to it. Thank you.
Hey, listen. Thank you for removing him, so he don't look as bad as you look, all right? Because the whole city's gonna see this, and it's going to the sheriff. It's gonna be great here.
Okay.
And you're a major strickler, all right?
Yes, sir.
Is your family on the internet? Because everybody's gonna see this. So when you go home, please brief them that you're now on the internet and they should watch it if they don't want to see dad or husband feel like a fool, because that's what you want. See these gentlemen here? They're professional. But you told
Captain, where would I be able to file a complaint at?
And that was interesting because obviously you told us good to go.
Regarding-
You're standing here watching. See that?
Like a officer's like a complaint with the officer.
Why couldn't
Oh,
he stay
complaint
here
on
and
officer.
talk?
Yes,
You said
sir.
he
In that
knew
building
you
right
wanted
there.
to
Okay.
The public access is on
On the other side.
other side.
Okay.
That door is
After you
locked.
said he's free to do what
Okay.
he
Thank you,
wants.
sir.
Okay.
Again,
I
thank
love
you.
people
All right,
like
take
you.
care.
Yes, sir.
I really do. You're so upset, but you know you have no legal regard to this right here. You can't do nothing about it.
I'm not.
If I didn't have my camera, I'd probably have a bullet in me right now, wouldn't I? You hate it.
I'm not upset, and
You are upset.
I don't invest
You're
any
upset.
emotional strength in what you're doing.
You're
out here.
upset.
No.
It's fine. Your ego has allowed you to stand here longer than you wanted to because you could have been left. Your ego has allowed you to stand here longer than you wanted to. And we all can agree to it. Now, whether or not they're going to correct you in public, that's on them. That's between y'all and internal affairs. But your ego has got the best of you.
Would you like to speak with internal affairs?
No, it's fine. Because more than just me is going to speak with internal affairs about me strict. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hey, and that officer that you told you to leave, he's
Yeah.
still right there.
I wouldn't have left the way you told me to leave either.
Hey, look. That's going to leave again.
Yeah.
After he told him he's free to do whatever he wants to do.
So basically, y'all were walking through the parking lot.
I was walking through the parking lot.
We're looking
There
at
were
the
3
tents on the different
There were 3
vehicles.
officers that came here, 2 young ladies and a gentleman that drives a red unmarked car. We nicely, as I'm dialoguing with you, spoke to him, said, officer, listen, you might show me the inside of your car. Can you talk to me about the tents? He was telling me, officers can have whatever tent they want to have in their car. And I said, so what's the street code? He said,
10%.
what, like 5 or 10%? I said, you know what, thanks for the information. That's what we were looking at. We went back after we spoke to him, talking to those sweet ladies back here. That's why we were walking back up this way when we encountered him. Nobody said anything to us about being out here except him.
Okay.
We've spoken with 3 officers personally. I'm talking about like within as close proximity as you are to me. That's how we spoke.
One of which even allowed us to look inside the vehicles and activated the lights for us.
So that's our confusion, because if that's protocol here, how come he's the only one that said anything? That's what I'm asking. If this is protocol, which I hope it isn't, nobody else said anything. So either he's right and they're wrong and needs to be wrote up, or they're right and he's wrong.
There's no real right and wrong in it. I mean, if you approach the officer and start talking to him,
He got out of his car.
okay. No, I'm talking about the other officer.
Oh no, they were just in the parking lot as we were making our way there, and nobody said anything to us, which is why I'm confused. Because again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, because I have one ear and one mouth. If I'm wrong, tell me.
All right. Well,
But this officer decided to get out of his car and let his ego overtake his oath, and now look at him.
Here's the deal. I don't know what's going on here till we're done. You practice in circular arguments. You say things to him that aren't factually correct. Every
How
time
not?
you just hush.
How not?
Every time you've asked me a question, then you come apart and you talk about my ego and you talk about threatening and all that good stuff, which doesn't work with me because I know what you're doing.
If you know what I'm doing, why you still here?
Because
You
this
can't
is
answer
my-
that question.
This is my parking lot.
This
First
is your
of all, it's
parking lot,
not incumbent upon
but
me.
you had every intention of leaving the parking lot until you saw me. So if you know what I'm doing, why'd you stop? See that? So I'm not talking in circles. You're talking in circles. I'm just repeating what you're telling me, and you're mad because I make you like an idiot out here. You said this is your parking lot. You are mad. I can
This
see
is the
it.
parking lot.
You're mad. Your ego has allowed you to stand here 11 minutes longer than you wanted to. You had no intentions of coming out that building talking to me. You came out your car, out that building, got in your car, and was leaving. See that? Please leave. But do you get my
Now we're wasting both of our time.
No, you're wasting tax dollars.
Mr. Johnson.
I got time to waste.
Mr. Johnson, please.
Yes, sir. I will.
You can't tell that man to leave.
He's my supervisor.
He's free. He has every right to be in his
All right,
public
good
space.
luck.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for being out here, brother. I appreciate your.
One last question. Well, what division are you the major over?
That's what I want to know.
Criminal investigation.
Criminal investigation.
Yes, sir.
Good. Perfect. So, are you familiar with public photography? You are. So, if you're familiar with it, and you notice what I was doing again, you have answered this question. Why did you get out your car?
To find out what you were doing.
But you said you knew what I was doing. God, do you see what I'm saying? He said he got out his car to find out what I was doing, but he just told me he knew what I was doing. So, which one is it? I can't figure it out. See that? It's cops like you that give us a hard time when we're trying to bridge the gap. We're trying to bridge this gap between us and y'all.
I haven't said anything unpleasant to you.
You
I've
haven't.
asked
You
some
told me I had to
questions.
leave. You told me I had to leave.
You do need to leave our parking lot.
Why?
And until you choose to do so, you're placing the vehicles under surveillance.
It's okay.
Mainly just your vehicle now. I'm gonna get your tag number, okay?
Okay.
Okay, got it. Here's what I'm gonna do here. So again, you're telling me I have to leave, but
No,
then you
sir.
said I'm free to stay. But now you're telling me I have to leave your parking lot. See,
Are you
I don't get it. Hey, partner, how you doing? How much, brother? Dealing with our school girl drama right now.
I guess Georgia didn't learn their lesson with Smith versus the city of Cummings. I have nothing to do with that. I'm in public. I'm in public.
I had to leave. I have to leave. I'm free to stay. I'm not detained. I'm free to go. I can do what I want. I can do what I want. Now I have to leave. Which one is it? Your ego is controlling you so much. You hate it.
So you're gonna stay here until we leave?
Yeah, he is.
I'm going to stay here until
Until
no
we leave.
longer suits my purposes.
But
Oh, okay. So
Y'all
But he's
can
wasting
stay
tax
here
dollars.
forever
Okay.
Until both those things run out, or you could leave now, or you can leave in 4 hours, or whatever. It's entirely up to you.
Oh,
Now,
so-
I was
so
just-
now. Earlier you told me I had to leave.
so now the ball's in your court.
Yeah, ball's in my
Oh,
court.
okay.
But earlier it was in his.
Now the ball's in my court.
It is.
And that I'm still here. I know what you're doing with the vehicles, and now, so you go about doing whatever it is you need to do with the vehicles, and I'll be here.
I see you looking at my tattoos. You like my tattoos?
Give me an opinion on how
What?
people choose to get tattoos if they don't get tattoos.
I saw you looking at them. I said, do you like them? I said, yes, I like them. I like them. It's not a
I
problem.
don't have an opinion on that.
I just saw you looking at them. I just thought I'd ask you. You know what we're doing? I just want to know. Can you ask me? I mean, what am I doing? So what am I doing? Please let me. If we could have been there, when you got out of your car, but you came out here more. What provoked you? What provoked you to get out your car?
I won't let the conversation be.
I'm sorry. What did you do?
Captain, can I ask you one more question? Is this parking lot limited to only public, or I mean to only department personnel, or is it only limited to department vehicles? Because I noticed on the arms over there it says personnel parking only.
Right. Now, I don't know what began with this here. I'm going to have to make an assumption that he saw y'all filming like you're doing.
Yes, sir. Well, we weren't even filming at the time. We were just looking at the tent. And he asked what we were doing, and we told him. But
You have to understand that does raise a certain level of suspicion when people that don't work in a police building are walking through a bunch of police cars.
yes, sir. And I totally understand, and I don't have a problem with the question,
Right.
him asking what we're doing. My problem was when he said that he demanded that we leave. and he said that this is for personnel only. So that's what my question was. But thank you.
I just want to get a picture. Just hold my phone. I'm gonna come stand beside you. I'm not gonna touch you. I'm not gonna violate your personal space.
You're violating my personal. You can go right there.
Okay.
You can go be in the scene.
I'm within all feet of you, okay? That's it. Look at this. Look
You
at
keep
this.
moving towards me, and I keep moving.
Because I
away.
have a right to move in public.
Yes, you do.
I just want to take a picture. I'm not threatening you.
We've been on video for probably 15 minutes.
I'm gonna go for another 15. Everybody, look here. I'm News Now. This is Major Strickland. He told me I wasn't allowed to be in the parking lot, but now he's having a conversation with me.
It's restricted.
Oh, it's restricted, but the sign says authorized. I mean, employee parking.
Oh, never mind. I just got clarity on that by the captain. That,
Okay, thank
that
you.
This is for personnel vehicles only, not people.
Thank you. How you doing, ma'am?
So these abide by the vehicle codes of Georgia.
There's a motor
Huh?
or drive shaft.
Your feet don't fall under the motor vehicles.
Oh, I got a gas pedal and a brake.
No, it's no. What
Well-
nonsense is you getting out the car to ask me what I'm doing after you said you know what I'm doing, after you proceeded to try to violate my Fourth Amendment right by asking for my ID. That's what don't make sense to me.
Without reasonable suspicion, I might add.
Other than surveilling his vehicle, right?
Which is owned by the people in a public parking lot.
But he said it's private. He said county property is private.
Well, how many times have we learned?
Listen, there's plenty of county property that's restricted. It's not good.
But is this restricted? Is the question. Is this parking lot restricted?
Which is my understanding.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
It's not restricted.
This area is for.
Oh, please listen. I'm sorry. Okay.
Conversation on the video.
So that-
If you want to.
Okay,
exchange-
I'm gonna do you one.
Which is what made me ask other officers, is this private or public? Now he's
The
backtracking.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Are you going to listen?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Listen, this has been the last time that we have this conversation. That you interrupt me or try to put some confusion on it. This area right here is a public area. It's owned and financed by the public, right? It's assigned to the sheriff's office, and this area right
Hey,
here
brother, how you doing?
is designated for the parking of official vehicles. So in and of itself, the fact that you're snooping around and looking at the vehicles raised my suspicion. So I stopped to find out what you were doing. I asked you for your ID. You chose not to give it to me. That was the end of the conversation. So there's no Fourth Amendment attached. I didn't try to seize you or any of your property.
Now,
Hush. Did you want to
I'm not gonna
answer?
hush. I'm
Okay,
gonna let
then
you continue to hang yourself. Go ahead. Because then I'm gonna play back everything that you said after that. Go ahead.
I just heard snooping.
Snooping. After, brother.
Snooping
Are you
is.
law
I never
enforcement?
said snooping.
Yeah, he is.
Are you
I
law
never said
enforcement?
snooping.
Can I ask you a question? I won't get you on film, but can I ask you a question?
No, you can't.
See, he's so embarrassed, he don't want to bring anybody else into this because he's so embarrassed. He's so scared of what his wife's going to say when he get home about how dumb he look right now. He don't want you in this. But can I ask you a question? I promise I won't get you on film. I will not.
He doesn't care if you're on film or not.
But I'm going to respect him and not put him on film. You put yourself in this situation. You put yourself in this situation.
He's my boss. He was talking to you.
listen, he doesn't.
I have a request to speak. Can I speak? Is this parking lot right here private property? Is it private property? That's the issue. That's all I want to know.
You have a nice day, Captain. Someone understands law.
But he just told me that we do this. So what's that? See, everybody.
Hey, Dave, please let him go so he doesn't get in trouble. He's upset. We don't want it to fall back on him.
It's been going on for 30 minutes. They have the sources that they need in order to ask these questions. But I thank you for me.
Thank you for being out here, because your story didn't match his, but y'all work for the same county. That's scary. That is scary. Nobody in the county is on the same page. That's scary, right? Nobody on the county is in the same page. And they give you guys guns to go out and rule the land, and then we run into idiots like you. To the Strickland family, I'm terribly sorry. This is your job. Usually I don't get personal.
Richmond County, I'm very sorry that this is who y'all entrust with your public safety.
This guy here.
People that openly violate your rights.
Strickland family. Again, I'm not being funny. I'm just deeply sorry. I'm sorry.
Are you done with the circle of conversation now?
Hey guys, this is Mr. Strickland here. I'm about to get out of here, okay? Because he's made this whole department look like a plum food. Oh yeah, he's fine.
He's not good. He's confused. He needs medical attention.
That's all it is.
You need medical attention. You're confused. You made incoherent statements the entire
The
time.
whole time. The whole 22 minutes I've been out here, you've done nothing but lie. How do you feel about that?
He feels excited. Clearly, it's something he does every day.
I'm alright.
We're peachy.
Trying to deal with this high schooler here. Hey officer, how you doing? I'm alright, brother. Thank you. I bet these guys here are way more professional. Let's go speak to him. He's gonna tell me to leave again.
Are you gonna tell them to leave as well? Can we speak to them? Oh no, he says he's gonna tell them to leave too.
How you doing? Can I shake your hand, brother? If you don't mind. I'm David. Nice to meet you. Can I shake your hand, brother? I'm David. Nice to meet you. Is he your supervisor?
Oh God, I hope not.
Is he your supervisor? Because if so, you really need to go home and do some praying. Please. Check YouTube later, okay? Because he's going to be on there making a fool of this whole department. Check YouTube later. Let's get out of here. Hey, listen. Call the probation office. Tell them we're coming, okay? I hope they pass.
Right now.
Because you failed. Call the probation office and tell them we're coming, okay? 2 black guys. A red hat.